Hey, it's Warren here again with Copeland Small Engine Repair. Today I'm going to be talking about how to get a jet that's stuck in a carburetor out. My last video was about this same carburetor, about how to clean the bowl when it's got shellacked, caramelized gas in it real bad. Well, before you put the bowl back on it, put this thing back together, you got to clean the float, but you also need to take this main jet out of the carburetor stem and make sure it's clear. I don't just poke a needle through it. I like to take it out, hold it in my hand, and make sure it's clean. When gas is caramelized gas just means the gas is just sit on there forever, and it's just turned into almost like super glue. It's just got stuff stuck together. It's awful. But if you take a screwdriver, I've got all kinds of screwdrivers. I buy cheap screwdrivers, and I grind down the sides of them so that they'll fit in these carburetor stems. Instead of buying one specially made for carburetor jets, I just make one out of cheap screwdrivers and grind it down so it'll fit in there. But if you fit it in there and you can't get that thing to turn, don't force it, because what's going to happen if you try to force it is that little jet's made out of brass, and brass is kind of soft, and you'll break off the little sides of that thing, and you won't be able to get it out with a screwdriver because there's nothing for it to hang on to. So if you try to get that out and it's not coming out, the best thing to do is get a heat gun. If you have a shop, you should have a heat gun. This one at Harbor Freight, this one was like $10. And the last one of these I bought at Harbor Freight was $10, and it lasted 15 years. So, you ain't got nothing to lose. And it's dual heat. That's hottest, and that's not as hot. But these little things work great. They're just cheap as dirt. But what you're going to do is you're just going to heat up this stem. You're going to put that heat gun down here and heat that stem up nice and hot. And while you're doing it, make sure you don't point the heat at this little plastic tower that the float pin goes in. Don't get that hot if you can help it. Just direct the heat just on this stem, and maybe from two sides, just keep turning it. And it don't take but a few minutes. And get that stem good and hot, and then that jet will screw right out of there. It'll come loose really, really easy if you just get this stem hot. So anyway, don't force that jet to try to come out, or you'll break it and you'll be screwed. Just get the thing hot and get a flat blade screwdriver to fit down in there, and it'll screw right out. It'll make your life a lot easier. Anyway, I hope that helps some people. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.